Welcome back, everyone, to another episode on the Cryptocraft Feed the Beast server with Fwipp. You're joining me as I'm dismantling something that... Oh, there it is. Dismantling something that unfortunately never quite got it to work as much as I wanted to, especially since the golem in charge of this area, well, he kind of died off. I don't know what happened to him, if he despawned or something horrible happened, but I need this tablet for something much more special that we're going to work on, at least getting an idea of what it's going to do today, because I have an announcement to make, guys. Me and Nick over Skype just totally... Nick, by the way, is Lasquatch, you know, the other person that plays with us here, kind of just unofficially came up with our next idea of a big build on the Cryptocraft server. And that build is going to be the kind of one that I was working on earlier by myself, only, you know, this time around, I'm going to have help. And that is, we're going to be using... Oh, look at that. All the planks are still making that weird error where they bounce back into my inventory. Anyways, obviously what I'm going to be working on is a PvP arena. Now, I've already got some ideas you saw with the zombie thing, and maybe something to do with the Tower Guardian boss battle, because Mr. Knight hasn't fought one yet. And I'm really glad that I was able to catch it in a Safari Net. But point is, Nick's idea is he wants an arena built out of warded stone, in particular, so explosions can happen. I like that idea. But my main issue right now here is, if we're building a ton of warded stone, what are we going to need? So let's have a look in our Thomium thing, just for a little quick scoop. What do we need for warded stone? Where does you find that in this book? I might even want some arcane levitators. Let's see here. Phantom stone is not what we want. It'll look the same, but essentially that would mean I could build hidden secret passageways in the arena just for me. And as much as I like that idea, that's totally unadulterated cheating right there. Completely, utterly cheating. Okay. Where do we even find warded stone? Oh, right. Silly me. It's actually in the same category as the warded doors. Okay. So, you get 32 blocks for some brains. I already got automatic brains. Tons of brains. I do, yes. Me, Fwipp, has lots of brains. Here we go. We need Thomium and some stone and an arcane work table to make that. Well, that would be easy enough to do. I don't know if there's a way to put it in there specifically. Maybe there is. But before even that, Thomium takes 8 metal, 4 magic. 8 metal and 4 magic, eh? Well, let's see here. If we're going to be mass producing a ton of Thomium, we better think about the easiest way to be doing that. 8 magic... No, 8 metal, 4 Thomium. Well, friends, there's one easy source of metal. And that is, of course, iron itself. If we look up iron... 8, right there, boom. In fact, I want to tell this thing, craft me 256 iron. You can do it. Sure. I'll keep the iron in my inventory at least, so it can just smelt up all those blocks right now. Hannibal's quarry can handle it. Or at least everything that Hannibal got from the quarry can handle it. So what's an easy source of magic without creating aspect loss into the environment? Because not that I hate Fwisps all that much. Except that Lasquatch has given me a bad reputation for creating them all the time. I think I determined a long time ago that a really easy source was Force Nuggets. They create exactly 1 magic. So if there was a good way to make Force Ingots... Question. If I just go over here, grab a Force... tell it, yeah, make me 1 Force Ingot, please. Of course, it's going to be able to because it's got all these Force Gems. If I grab one of these, and I just waddle my way back upstairs, can I just tell the AE network, hey, I want some Force Nuggets. Please, just encode this. Because, there we go. Oh, and if you're wondering why this said, unattuned Tesseract, I added some Buildcraft components to the AE network upstairs. Unfortunately, guys, I couldn't find a way to make every aspect of a Tesseract. I got it to where it can, yes, automatically throw ender pearls in here, but it wouldn't automatically throw it into here. Like, by having the recipe say, make an unattuned tesseract with 1 frame, that worked. But having 2 of the same one saying, hey, for an unattuned tesseract, throw 5, 6 ender pearls in here, that wasn't working. Hey, Squatchy. Yeah, I couldn't understand how to make it do 2 things at once. But irregardless of that, one thing I can do is just bring this Force Nugget plane upstairs. And then that way the Emmy network could craft and send 4 items, right? Right in. So we'll throw that in there. Seems a bit silly, doesn't it? But if I can make another Emmy interface and tell it to throw a certain number of items into a certain object, it would work. Now, does this version of Minecraft have a dropper? We do! Huh. Honestly, guys, in my whole Minecrafty career thing on this server, didn't realize we had it. Nope. Not at all. Mr. Fwipp has woefully been using dispensers for things he probably could have been using, no, that's gravel. Droppers for. Oh, goodness. I need to use more droppers, in fact. It's funny, they're probably really good items. Especially in this case. Because what we're going to do today is automatically craft things with the help of that golem tool dynamism tablet. That's what it is. Okay, next step that I need is after the dropper, what did we need? Oh, right. Of course. Another interface block. Just make me one. Just one. One's good for now, game. And in a few moments, it'll craft it up. And if you don't believe me, we can look at the monitor. It's, oh. Yeah, I need to tell it to stop doing, all this iron. There we go. Now it can craft Fluix dust, Emmy processor. Yeah, it goes in concert, and I forgot I told it to pump out 1,000 iron units. That's gonna take a little while. Put the iron that I had back in there, and our interface is ready. Wow, I got really silly on that one, guys. Okay, as far as I'm aware, honestly, I could just take the teleporter to the basement. Hey, and teleporters! That's another great idea for the PvP arena. I'm thinking we're going to have a room made out of meat blocks with teleporters. Or those are 2 separate areas. I don't know what happens in the meat room yet. Maybe something with saw blades. Some sort of meat reference. That's what I'm going for. Alright, so here's our spare cauldron that we've never needed to use until now. Okay. Thinking Fwipp is a good Fwipp. Where could we even set this up? Oh, another good tip that Nick showed me, so that I don't actually burn down the wooden house, is that when you're far enough along, a piece of nitor will heat a cauldron. As good as anything. Of course, we're also going to need one of a new little buddy. Yeah, to keep the upstairs cauldron that we're going to build stocked with water. I like that. I love golems, guys. They are my little friends. They're happy. They're fantastic. Alright, so where are we going to put this thing? I'm thinking, well, first we need to think of what a system of automatic thaumium takes. Okay, and for that, we're going to need to think about this in terms of items. So let's say we got a cauldron. Automatically, it's going to need a source of fire underneath it, so it's going to need at least another block, and this roof could do. Not necessarily the best right here, but we could probably put it on the ceiling too. We just need, like, basically 3 blocks there. We need the tool dynamism tablet facing it with a wand. And honestly, there is a spare wand downstairs that I never use, so that's okay. We'll just take that one. Then we're gonna need some sort of... Well, the dropper needs to be attached to the Emmy interface block above it, facing down into the cauldron. We're gonna need another golem. Do I have enough magic tallow right now? It's another good, very good question. You guys haven't seen me do thaumic stuff in a while, so I might as well keep all this building processes on screen just so you guys kind of understand the kinds of things that a master Fwipp builder, I'm just kidding, I'm not a master builder, but I do enjoy it a lot, goes through when considering, oh, Why was I making a door? Seems a bit unnecessary now. Come back. Come back. I have no idea why I needed one of you. We'll worry about that later. Ah! So we already have the 8 Impurito, because, of course, I've been storing a lot of it up in these things. We just need movement. Well, movement's not annoying, is it? Yeah, of course it is. But I don't mind putting it back in our cauldron, so we'll just throw that in there. After we get our little golem buddy, that's kind of phase 1, you know. Phase 1 is super golem. I thought that was enough. I guess I've overestimated how much movement is in rubber. Alright. But yeah, after our little golem dude's ready, because that's the real way to automate water in a cauldron. Tallow golems. And as much as I want to give him a personality core, it's kind of unnecessary right now. Okay, stored some of this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Besides, maybe the hollow eye look is going to be good. How come you're not moving? You confused a bit? I know the house has moved around a lot, but... Feel free to go get some water there, little golem buddy. Alright. I think maybe this might be the lag that Squatchy was talking about. You don't see it in things, but I guess golems are really iffy. Alright, and here's our other little problem. Where do you get 8 soul from? It's not a big problem, mind you. Bigger problem is why this golem isn't filling up my cauldron. Poor little guy. Maybe he needs a little thwap with a wand. Just to remember where his water source is. It's been a while since he needed it, after all. No, he's got it. Okay, good. Leftover blue, that's weird. Okay, anyways. I'm gonna throw this back up in here. There. Always keep your excess aspects nearby. Okay. What was I just doing? Oh, right. Sorry, getting sidetracked. No, we need to make all our components before we put this machine together. You might think that that's a bit taken for granted, but I'm serious here, guys. And I don't really care about placement of things too much. Like, I could actually have this golem still be one of the golems that cares about the same water source. Or I could just grab, there's probably an extra one of these interface blocks around here somewhere. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Yep, white marker. We'll just borrow this. It'll be fine. He won't mind. Okay, he's just a basic golem is what I'm making, so he won't be able to see the other one anyway. And finally, there should be soul sand in here. There we go. I just need 8 of it. Okay, honestly, if you're wondering why I'm talking so little, it's because my brain is working on high speed right now. A great idea like a PvP arena, and the setup for making it... this is going to take a while. But I really need to consider the kinds of things that need to happen. Like, are we going to use different sets of armor? You know what? I don't know. Honestly, not sure. But we've got our golem helper. Let's go do that little lag test he was talking about. Break a block. Oh. True. Suppose that's true. I've been kind of putting things together, like, mechanically. Also, a lot of surface wisps. Looks like. Oops. Yeah, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but, honestly, there are some pretty nice Ars Magica ways to stop wisps. I think. I hope. Taking a while to recognize damage, though. Yeah, maybe there are some lag concerns on the server right now. Honestly, this arcane beam should have dealt some damage to this guy right now. 1 health remaining. 0, come on, hit 0. You're in my giant man-made force tree. There should be a way for you to take damage. He's out of range, but I mean, it's a beam attack. If Hannibal was shooting with me this, I'd be dead right now. There we go. Okay. What even was that? Oh, just an air one, I think. No, and by the way, before you think it's a valid tactic to farm wisps for aspects, trust me, there's too many things in their little bodies that it wouldn't work out very well. I think we actually have all the materials we need now, just to consider putting it somewhat together. Alright. Oh, except that we're still going to need like 3 water buckets, or some sort of infinite water source. You know what? I'm not sure if I can get a golem to get water from an aqueous accumulator that has like a pipe on top of it, but that would certainly look the coolest. So we're going to try that out. I got to build an aqueous accumulator first and set up the little golem-y things, but I'll be right back, guys. Once I get maybe some more of these... Why do I keep getting stuck in this wall? Once I get some of these design elements flattened down, as it were, because up here would be a good place to place it, I think. Maybe. Alright, I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Feed the Beast with Fwipp. It's been a little bit of time, and apparently every time I log back in, because this magnet's on, we just have a ton of wisps to kill every time I log back in. And how much is a ton? Well, let's check our inventory real quickly. Because apparently just leaving a bunch of magnets on isn't that bad of an idea of creating a wisp stopper. I don't particularly like it, but, I mean, it does save time. I mean, with the wisp issue, I mean. Obviously, there's too many wisps, like, everywhere. But, other than locking them in place, and, like, shooting them down with arrows and stuff, this is kind of a long-term problem. I mean, let's see here. Slide on our goggles of revealing. While we're in mid-flight, of course. Yeah, that's real safe, ain't it? 464 out of 421. Well, that's why there's so many wisps now. I'm getting a bit sidetracked. Okay, guys. I know I mentioned I had this great big plan of making, like, automatic thaumium, and that's probably one reason there's wisps everywhere, because in trying to test out how to make it work automatic, I kind of busted the environment again. Yep, throwed a whole bunch of aspects into the environment, because there's at least a few really major defects with this system, and I'll tell you what it is. It's trying to differentiate the items that go into the cauldron with the ones that I want to pull out. Because trying to use a magnet to capture them ain't working. Also, trying to get the all the items that the interface puts into this... Well, it's not a dispenser, it's a dropper, but it forms the same thing, because I'm just using a pipe to put it in here. And it's not reliable, right? Like, I mean, there's one thing that I could do, and that would be a bad idea, which is simply, right now this is looking for 9 iron and 36 force nuggets, right? So after 45 items go in here, then the reverse pulse activates the wand. There would be a tallow golem to help refuel the cauldron, but I've never, successfully managed to get any thorium out of this setup directly. I mean, it sort of automates it, but in the end, there's just so many weird variables, like the automatic pipes not putting the items directly into the cauldron. After they're in the cauldron, the wand didn't want to work a lot of the time. Like, trying to get it to go on when there is no items in it, and when no items is the default state, is a really annoying redstone problem. Oh goodness, it's almost as annoying as trying to figure out how this thing would ever work. The automatic tree farm. I had some more ideas about this, but in the end it just didn't work. Some things just don't. You get stuck when you build inventions sometimes, right? Sometimes you have great ideas like the infinite oil generator, and other times
well, you just run into a dead wall and it makes you not want to play the game for a long time. That's where I've been. Plus, if I sound different now, it's because I got a new microphone because I broke the other one. Hey, the other one came from the dollar store, okay? I'm just trying to show you guys. I play games, I have fun, I bring you along for the ride, but technically, couldn't anybody do it? You know, the arena. And now that's the reason why I was building all that thomium. Well, that was the reason why I tried to have a thomium ingot factory was to help finance, we'll say. Ooh, I've now got speed and resistance. That's new. It was going to be to help Squatch build the PvP arena, which I believe is like, oh my god, the big project on this server, yes. But apparently, I heard Squatch built like 7 stacks of awarded blocks, so he didn't actually need the materials anymore. Alright, let's fly for a minute. This is where Squatch has decided to place the PvP arena, which overhead looks a bit like a modern shuffleboard. Oh, dear God! This madman has hidden beacons around here somewhere? He's got warded glass going on. Wow, I didn't realize Squatch had completed the arena. Wowza. This is very pretty. This is a great location for some sort of final battle. I'm not entirely sure how he's hidden the beacons around, though. Don't beacons need sky access? Like, wouldn't I see them from here? Clearly, something is going on. I'm not entirely familiar with mechanics, such as beacon range. But I assume, like... Oh, this is his beacon tower, isn't it? Let's go fly in here real quick. The heck is this stuff? I don't want to punch it. Yeah, it's invisible. Oh, it's the quartz glass. I see. It's just that good of being invisible that I really have no idea what it is. There's none on some of these windows, eh? Nope, can still head inside here. Tiny Wither Arena Mark II. Oh, this is where he's going to fight another Wither in that tiny space? Jeez. Squatch, you're a champ. Oh! That's one beacon here. 2, 3 beacons. No, all 4. How does he have this set up? He's got 4 beacons. Well, obviously he's been fighting those teeny tiny withers all this time. And they all go down into a teeny tiny, well, not a wither base. Let's get our trickier spells out. Blink. Yeah, where are you? There you are. Whoop. Aha. And if I was to... Something just happened. Oh! Was that open all the time? What did you do? Oh, I know what these are. These are the drawbridges. Okay, so this hides his MFSUs. What does he need this much power for? Oh, I know. This is his solar panel tower. Okay, so in addition to being the beacon base, Mr. Squatch here has kind of, it's not built himself a secret power hub, but this certainly is the power hub for the rest of his base. Again, I was a fan of getting to solar power, but I certainly never worked with beacons, and this is fantastic. I want to contribute something to this arena. I do have to say the topic of getting Thomium automated is really difficult, and I would love a comment from you guys if you can figure out how to do it, or if you've done it in the past. Like, that'd be fantastic. I'd love to see videos on that. In the meantime, though, I don't want to totally encroach on his territory, but I suppose the PvP arena is the next step, isn't it? Either build some things for it, maybe some automatic enemy transporters? Maybe there's one last thing I really need to check first. Knight, for one thing, has never fought a Tower Guardian boss. And certainly, if we're going to be doing anything super cool, I mean, we could go to the end. We'd fight the dragon, right? But, you know, see what the Arcane Beam, for example, does against a dragon proportions. But, you know, it's not like that's never been done before. Well, it hasn't. That'd be a fairly good testing facility, but, oh boy. Something in my factory is not happy for giving this much lag right now. And it's totally my fault. Or maybe it's Hannibal's automatic gold making factory. That's upsetting the universe. If I just broke this, would it fix the issue, I wonder? I mean, I've talked about redstone clocks being bad, but how about the actual block redstone clock? I don't know. I couldn't see, and I've never used this chisel before. So maybe I'll figure out how this works in a moment. Off screen, of course, because trying to chisel something, just like in real life, would be really, really boring to put on camera. I'm fairly certain. Alright, so... Ooh. Well, that bodes ill, doesn't it? Oh, and that's where the automatic hatchet went. Not that it's very promising, but I was curious. Alrighty. What did I even come down here for? Think, Fwippy. Thinking about golems. No, it wasn't golems this time. Oh, right. Safari Net. Advanced version. Let's pick up the dimension pouch. Yes, what do we have in here? Ah, we've already got one. Perfect. What I need to figure out is, now that we've got the Tower Guardian in the spawner, right? If we just give it a few moments to spawn a new one, can I duplicate the setup like in or around Mr. Lesquatch's arena? Because I'm saying I don't want to be someone that takes over, but I do want to be someone that contributes. I don't want to have done nothing. That would suck. So you! Yes, you can totally grab a new Tower Guardian with a Safari Net. Of course, now it kind of glitched a bit, and okay, now it's gone. Alrighty. So, another thing I could build is one of these arcane caster beam things. I'll have to double check with Lesquatch if he's interested in me setting up some sort of, what's the word, laser trap, I suppose? Automatic arcane beam creations. Since he's never delved into Ars Magica, that'd be sort of me and Hannibal's department. We could come in as the magic technicians. And I could even put in another auto spawner, hook it up to my thing, and spawn a Tower Guardian in the arena. The main question would be, will its dig ability destroy warded stone? I mean, warded stone protects from all destruction, but the dig spell isn't particularly that sort of maneuver, is it? Well, these are all things to think about, and I will join you all in the next episode where I've probably built something interesting, but I still haven't figured out what it's going to be yet. So, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for the long delay. This has been a while in the works, and I can't really apologize for failing to build an invention because, hey, sometimes, hey, bada, it's a swing and a miss. I don't even play baseball. But that's the reference I used. See you next time!